Happy 4th of July, everybody. I'm up here at the field, feeding all the animals. Mama's eating. She got mud, plain mud. Get them over there. It really rained all week. We got next 3 days, I think, no rain in the forecast. So we'll give it a little bit to dry up, but our pond overfilled. I'll go down there in a little while. I had to unclog the drain. Anyway, they're up here chilling, eating away. Got the babies inside. I get these pumpkins and different stuff that come up randomly. Volunteers, I guess they call them. A lot of times I'll try to let them grow if they can grow a spot. I got one there, and then I got my greenhouse tomatoes. They're my safe tomatoes where predators and bugs and stuff like that can't get them. So I usually do really good, and they're really good this year. Actually, I added 3 more buckets this year, so I got 7 of them. Usually have 4. And then I got some cucumbers there. Look, I don't know if you can see that sawdust dropping. There's a damn, right there. There's a carpenter bee up there cutting a hole in my damn wood. Anyway, a bit of water this thing. Thought it needed water. These 2 look really good. This one's all wilted up. There's something down there eating the roots or something. Might have got messed up. Might be -1. Anyway, we'll get back to the volunteers. Got one grown over by the tractor, in front of the tractor. I'm trying to bush hog these high spots down. And one of the shear bolt didn't break off, but I had one that was a little short, and the nut kept going off, so I had to go buy a longer one. I think that's a pumpkin up there in the poop pile. The way they grow. Last year I had a bunch of tomatoes that came up in here. The animals let them grow all the way till they start blossoming, and then somebody ate them all. So I'm up in the top pasture that I'm trying to fence in. It's in the 80s. It's pretty warm. Could be worse though, I guess, right? It's kind of humid too. But anyway, I got these posts. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. It's not even 4 foot, huh? I don't know what I was thinking when I put these posts in. But I think I was going to do 4 feet, but it's like 6 feet. So I don't understand why I just didn't do it 8 feet. Go ahead and use the board. So I might just put another post at the end. 3 posts. That's gonna hold the strength of this fence. That's gonna go all the way down to that tree right there. And then once it goes to that tree, it's going to wrap around. I'm going to try and get as many trees going down that road as I can. And then pull it tight, and then in that corner, I'm going to have to go at like a triangle and hook on to Larry's fence back there. I might have to put 2 posts back there too. And then we can run the fence. And then I got to put posts all the way down here since there ain't nothing. Yeah, Larry and them, they got some decor up there in the corner up there. I ain't even gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna go around it. Let them have the little triangle. I'm not gonna start something over that. So anyway, so what it's gonna do is I'm gonna come down here to the woods, catch as many trees as I can, pull it tight, and then when I can, I'll put T-posts back in. And then these 2 I'm gonna put boards on them. And I'll pull it real tight here with the tractor, and then I'm gonna pull it from here to there with the tractor real tight, and then from there it will go on down the field. But what I did was I dropped back so that when cars come, they'll have a little place to pull over to get out of the way when somebody comes down, because it's a pretty long driveway, especially here. There ain't nowhere to pull over, so you'd have to back up or do something. So they've been using it to get over, so I'm just going to keep it over there. No biggie. But anyway, then the animals will have all this field to eat. Twice as much. They got all this back here right now because I got it fenced in. I don't know if you see, it's getting blurry. Back there. And I just mowed that all. So it's good to go. It's got grass and stuff, but they're staying up at the barn. Maybe I'm feeding them too much in the morning. Alright, so I ran the string, and it goes here to this tree. And then from there, I'll turn the corner and I'm just going to pull. You can see, years ago, used to be a fence here. See the old barbed wire fence? So some people collect that stuff, barbed wire. Anyway, that's old post. There's post all the way down the road. I'm going to pull it real tight with the tractor. And then nail it on any old post or tree like this right here, you know, maybe this tree. You know, might be able to get something down there. If not anywhere it's hanging where I need, I'll just jab a T-post in there. I think that'll be good enough because I don't think they're, you know, going to come through the woods too much. Up here, I'm a little worried about. Up here. So I'm going to have a post, but I'm deciding whether to have it more than 8 feet or not. If I do it 8 feet, if I needed to, I could run a top board on it, you know, to control the cow. Because across the street, he usually has anywhere from 50 to 100 cows over there. And he's already down the bottom in the woods there where he can get to, as close as he can. He's got a big old dirt pile he's dug up where he's been digging with his front feet and making noises and stuff, trying to get the girls' attention. So, yeah. Well, next step is take the backhoe off. Take the brush hog off, and then switch it to the auger, and then come up here and start digging holes. I got the other rails up on the other side. I don't know if you can see that from here. But alright, y'all. I'm gonna wrap this video up. It's a whole day, 4th of July. I got a few little fireworks I set up for the kids. The neighbors usually set something off. They have to go to their dad's on this weekend. And I guess he's going to wait till Saturday to set them off, so they're going to miss them. Anyway, I'm down here raking some grass. I rake this grass up. I usually mow it to the center, and then I let it dry out in the sun, and I rake it up. And I usually throw it on the tractor. I got it on the little four-wheeler. I borrowed from the neighbor a cattle head chute thing, and where a cow was sick, and I got one now. So I was taking his back. So I figured I'd put it neatly next to I think he had a bucket sitting there or something I was going to stick it next to. Well, I didn't realize in the grass he had one of those drags, and punctured my damn tire. So I drove as fast as I could back to the house. I was pretty much on the rim by the time I got back. Now the valve stem is gone, so I'm not sure if it's the valve. Maybe it was a tube tire and it just popped, or it just one of those teeth knocked the valve stem off the tire. I don't know. Either way, I guess I gotta take it to the tire place. Anyway, the other day I was down here at the pond. We had all that rain and stuff. You couldn't even see the old pier. And there's only, I don't know why they did it like that, but when they put this pond in, they only put like a 4-inch drain in there. I guess it was left over from the house or something. But anyway, it gets clogged up. So there's actually, somebody stuck a metal pipe in there to let you know where it gets if it gets underwater. And then you gotta kind of use that piece of pipe to jab at it to get it to flow down. When I did that, it seems to be going down slowly. Got a long ways to go. Anyway, I'm raking this rake up, and this grass up, and then I put them in bags, netted bags, and I hang them in the barn. That one year I did, well, first year I got the bags, I did 71 bags. So 2 of them equal probably the weight of a bale of hay. Anyway, got my corn coming up. I actually noticed that I sprayed for weeds on the top and the bottom, and I ran out. I didn't get enough for the middle, and I let the weeds kind of got there for a couple weeks, and then I ended up spraying them, and it's coming back now. But you can see the difference where the middle is almost stunted because of all the weeds, and the two sides really took off. But hopefully get some good corn out of those this year for the animals. So I'm gonna wrap this video up because it's getting dark out. We went and looked at fireworks last night. I'll show you them. That was a pretty good little show. We ended up in the we got there late, so we ended up in the entrance of the place, and you had to walk all the way back to where the concessions were and all that kind of stuff. And we said we'll just sit in the car, and we didn't even move. Well, they moved the fireworks. They ended up being at the beginning of the place, so we were like right there, front row seats. We made up pretty good. I'll show you that, and then what else did we do? Yeah, we did some. All right. Well, wrap this one up. Don't forget to like, share, all that kind of good stuff. Here at work, rain stopped, but the heat's still coming now. I'm up on the ticket level. So we got the planes, got Subway, and way over on the other side of the airport over there is train tracks with the rails, Amtrak and freight stuff, and then we got the boats. We got ships and boats coming here. You can see them way out there jamming around.